So next patch on Global, you guys are going to be getting this, the roulette event that has all the parts to make a holy relic. At the end here, this is like the end box, but you can see each box of the roulette steps will be guaranteeing you parts to make a holy relic until you get to the last one, which gives you the 15 materials straight up so you can just craft one. And a lot of people have been asking which holy relic they should make. I did make a holy relic tier list, which for the most part still remains the same. I wouldn't change any positions really, but a lot of people I think have looked at it and been like, oh, but I kind of want to give it to this character that I use more than the other characters, right? And I think that's fair. I think that, you know, you could either just hold on to the materials or just give it to whatever character you want. But if you want my opinion, someone that has given basically every relic already, I am almost done with every single holy relic in the game. The only characters I'm missing are Goddess Liz, which doesn't use the materials that are given. She uses the new materials. So she doesn't count for this video. I was going to show actually. She uses the new materials, right? I don't have... You go scroll down. You can see like the ones that have no like thing popping up. I gave him the holy relic, right? I don't have base Easton, base Valenti. I forgot the actual name for this Easton. Just Awakened Easton, it's fine. Base Lilia, Brawler Ban, and Nunchuck Ban. Those are the only characters I don't have, and today I'm gonna give Brawler Ban, and hopefully I'll farm enough to give Easton as well today. So I'm basically done with giving every single relic. So this is, I think, for the most part, I'm the most qualified person to talk about it because I have almost every single holy relic and I've tested almost every single holy relic. And the ones I haven't tested are because just, you can read the effect. The effect is bad. Like, but yeah, which holy relic you should give. This is something that I think is a lot more box indicative than actual, like, how good the holy relic is. Like, what would actually make your box better is obviously different than what would make someone else's boxes better. But one question I've been receiving a lot is between two characters for which both I don't think anyone should give the holy relic to, no matter how your box looks like. Unless you're already a whale and for, you know, that regard, you don't even need this video, right? But a lot of people have been asking me, should I give either the one Escanor or where is him? Base Galfer. And they're both terrible. Not the characters, right? The characters are good, but the holy relics for them are both terrible. They both have terrible, negligible effects. And the only reason why you'd give them the holy relic is for the base stats you're getting for CC. That's it. So for the most part, I don't recommend both of them. The one's relic is that in PvP, only in PvP, it doesn't work in PvE. In PvP, he ignores 30% of defense when attacking. This holy relic would actually be the best holy relic in the game. No joke. If instead of saying ignores 30% of defense, it said 30% of defense related stats. The one would actually go back to being the best in the game. No joke, if that was the holy relic, but that's not. 30% of defense is negligible. Defense related stats, on the other hand, would be absolutely insane. And for base Galfer, the relic is also very negligible. Again, if you are a whale, then yeah, because I guess he's better. He's gonna make you more points for guild boss, but that's it. In PvP, I was gonna say in PvP, but excluding PvP, excluding deathmatch, so only really works for like guild boss, free stages, and like the bird, right? Basically. For every time you use a rank up card, it increases base stats of all allies by 1%. For the most part, when you're using base Galfer, you're only using like at most 5 rank ups in a session on the bird. Like really, like unless you get really lucky. Because for the most part, if you just get very unlucky, you're gonna get like maybe 3 rank ups. And if you get average luck, 5 to 6. So very negligible. I think the top holy relics to give currently are still Ban. If you can still make the Ban team and you still haven't given the Ban the holy relic, this is still a top tier choice. Ban is still top tier in PvP, absolutely just relentlessly good. So if you don't have the Holy Relic for Bond yet, and you can make a proper Bond team, so you have your offer is built up. You don't need offer's Holy Relic, I don't think, but your offer is built up. If you have either Kyo or Terry, that's Bond. If you don't have Kyo and Terry, I would reconsider. I don't think that Bond team is actually worth it. The Bond team, without Terry especially, Kyo can replace Terry, but without Terry, the Bond team gets clapped. So that's the proper Bond team. So that would be my pick. My first pick, if you can. Second pick would be maybe, honestly, Megalda. Where's Megalda? If you can make a proper bird team for Megalda, this Holy Relic is really, really helpful. Just the amount of times that it saves you. You don't know what it does because I don't think it's on global yet. Every time Megalda uses a heal card, she cleanses all allies 1 debuff, and she procs 1 stack of her passive. So let's say all of your characters have like 80% of HP, around 80%. If she uses the heal card, she's gonna give everyone a stack plus another one at full healing. So her heal cards become like super cracked. So if you have Megalda, I think this Holy Relic is worth it. She's so good for the bird now. Asterisks. If you have Megalda and the new Meliodas, then yeah, for sure. I would say this is even above Bond as a pick. I only put her like after Bond here because I think that more people have Bond ready to go than Megalda plus Meliodas. But yeah, Megalda is just, her Holy Relic is so impressive. Then I would say probably Lolly Merlin. Lolly Merlin is really good. If you can make a proper team for her, this Holy Relic is really powerful. But again, this is what I'm saying, like every Holy Relic is box dependent, right? If you can't make a proper team for Merlin, so if you don't have the unknown characters for it, if you don't have, Fast Galfer, if you don't have Emilia, or if you don't have Kyo. If you have Kyo, that's good, but what happens if you click here? Okay. If you don't have Kyo, then maybe it's not really that worth it. You know what I mean? It's very box dependent, but by effect, Lolly Merlin's Holy Relic is very, very powerful. When she attacks, she increases her attack by 20%, which combined with her own actual passive becomes like super broken. She hits super, super hard. And the thing is that after these 3, it becomes very hard to like really recommend other relics because most relics in the game just don't have that great of an effect. The other character I would obviously recommend, I'm putting her after because I feel like a lot of people don't have her because he skipped her, which, to be fair, she released at a terrible time, right? She released like between King and Meliodas, two of the most hyped characters of recent times. Where is she? Awakened Lilia, Blue Awakened Lilia, especially if you have Kyo, it's essential for your box to give Awakened Lilia her Holy Relic. She becomes a completely different unit. Like, without the Holy Relic, this character is decent. With the Holy Relic, this character is absurdly, obscenely good. That's the difference between having and not having the Holy Relic. This is actually like the only character in the game where they actually made a character, like a unit, that was mediocre to good, become actually overpowered. The only relic in the game. Because Bond also gave him like a really big boost. But Bond was already good. That was like a really good unit already. Awakened Lilia, if not for her Holy Relic, would be a mediocre character. Like straight up would be a mediocre. I don't want to say mediocre. She'll be a decent character. She'll be a usable character. With the Holy Relic, she completely changes and becomes absolutely disgusting. So, yeah, if you have Kyo especially, you don't need Kyo. You can definitely make teams with her with the catastrophes, right? But I would say the other catastrophes also need the Holy Relics to be decent. Like Mono, for example, without the Holy Relic, she's pretty dog shit. But with the Holy Relic, she's okay. She's okay. So, for the other catastrophes, I think that you also need the Holy Relic for them to become usable. I mean, at low tier PvP, obviously not, but then at low tier PvP, you can use anything, so it's not, not that indicative. Some other characters, I would say, are pretty nice. Base Arthur, where is him? Base Arthur. I have a lot of fun using Base Arthur. In PvP, I had some videos made of him. A lot of people actually want to give Base Arthur the Holy Relic, which I wouldn't encourage necessarily, but it's really fun. And he's really good for farming because of his passive. Or, sorry, yeah, because of his passive. But because of his passive combined with his thing. I'm talking about Green Arthur, right? For PvP, you'd want to use Red Arthur. So, Red Arthur and Green Arthur. No, these Arthurs right here. Oh, yeah, I was going to say, why do we have 4 Arthurs? This was an SR Arthur. They're all actually pretty fun. And my last recommendation of the video, like, legitimately... No, I think I have 2 more. I have 2 more recommendations. Would be Shin. Red Shin became actually pretty impressive for PvP. Pretty impressive. I would say that I want to give him more of a try and see how much better I can find a team for him, because not that I felt like he could become meta, but I felt like he was pretty good. So there's Red Shin, and Green Shin became a very decently faster farmer. Like, I use Green Shin for farming my gold, and I realized that I went through much more stamina pots than I was used to because I was beating the stage so much faster. So Green Shin, plus Red Shin, of course, both characters get good use out of the Holy Relic, so that would be actually one that I would recommend. And my last actual recommendation would be base Escanor. But this would be like, if you really like Escanor, like if you really like him, because he becomes actually decently impressive, but that's just for funsies. Like, I wouldn't say that this Holy Relic actually makes him viable or anything. It's just fun because he actually hits hard now. That's it. Some characters that I wouldn't necessarily recommend the Holy Relic, but they are good, and if you use them, you might as well, I guess. Like, the only one would be this Merlin. Like, she's a character that's already good, right? She's a very, very good unit. But the Relic is ass. Like, it's the same thing with the one. But I would say for Merlin, it's different because the effect is a little bit better than the ones. And the unit itself is better in PvP. And that's about it. Like, the effect is that she lowers enemies' HP by 100% of her attack, which for the most part in geared would be like 17k to maybe like 21 to 22k at most if you have, like, you know, a buffer in the back. Not that great. Like, the effect is pretty bad. It's still better than the ones, but the effect is pretty bad. But the unit itself is so good that if you use her so much, you might as well, I guess. But the effect is terrible. Like, the effect is just not good. But the unit itself is so good that I see a point to where you maybe would want to give it to her. And that's about it for the recommendations, honestly. As Holy Relics go, there are a lot of characters still to get Holy Relics. In terms of, you know, characters that could actually use the same materials that we're going to be given, you'd want to look into, you know, switch here to humans, and you have a quite still okay amount of humans that can still get Holy Relics. I'll say Sigurd has a potential to get a good Holy Relic. I'll say Brynhildr has potential to get a good Holy Relic. These are characters that are still to get it. Jericho, man, we are really out of humans, right? But not just humans, fairies also use the same. So, you know, there's a chance one day. Festival King, honestly, Festival King could get a Holy Relic that could make him good. Imagine a Holy Relic that start of turn, he instantly applies anything but poison, because he can already apply poison, right? So, like, start of turn, he can already apply everything that would proc his full passive except poison. That would completely change him. Like, that would make him so much better. What's another fairy that would actually be good with a Holy Relic? I mean, I can't... Chad King is not getting a Holy Relic for a while. He's not. He's just simply not. So I wouldn't count on that. Goddesses come with the new material, so, you know. Fast Galfer can still get a Holy Relic somewhat soon, honestly. The collab characters could get a Holy Relic actually somewhat soon if they come back, but they would use different materials, so I wouldn't worry about them. So as far as relics go, we're pretty much done with them. With this material, right? And the new material is going to be for goddesses. So, you know, Saurio, this Saurio and Tarmio, when they get Holy Relics, if they're good, oh my god. But they don't use the materials they're going to be given, so yeah. I mean, but you can do whatever you want. I know you're dead.